We got a Lowboy bought, we got all that wrapped up, and Joni got it for a good price. She said she thinks she could get it for 35. She said because it'd fit our budget better. You know, it'd be a lot better on our budget. Our budget was 30. We didn't want to go over 30, but she said if I could get them down to 35, she said if they'd be willing to do that, she said it'd be pretty good. And I said, you're crazy. I said, there's no way. I said, I ain't gonna get involved in what you're doing then. Sure as shit, she got for 35. I thought, you crazy son of a buck. So we got that done, and started our trip back, and I just couldn't let it go. I said, I gotta go to New Orleans. I've never been there in my life. I just want to see it, you know, and then see the Gulf of Mexico. I've never been in the Gulf of Mexico. Never seen that in my life, and then so we had a good time on the way back. So here we are coming back from the big Lowboy venture.
Holy cow. Joni Baloney. You can vaguely see where we was all the way on the other side over there earlier. This is an ocean. Look, there's an excavator in the middle of it. See it? What? Out in the middle of the water, there's an excavator. It's sitting on a barge, I guess, but it looks like no, it's a sailboat. You can see the power lines over there, way over there.
Alright, I had to modify the sound just a little bit because I ain't real good photographer. I guess I got my sound all dicked up on my camera because of all the wind. It was such a nice day, I couldn't keep the wind up, basically. Had to keep the wind down, and it screwed all the sound up. But this here is a causeway. It goes right down, smack down the middle of Lake Ponchartrain, heading right into New Orleans. And man, what a drive. It is so freaking awesome. Now, they got them little crossovers you just seen. They got them every whip stitch because I guess, and there's no shoulders on the road, you know, because you can imagine real estate be expensive son bitch on this bridge, you know. So what they do is they line that up and put his equipment there in the middle, and they're ready to come grab everybody, snatch them up, so they need them, you know, and they have a little accident there or whatnot. I mean, goddamn, you get stopped up tighter than a toad's ass. You had a little wreck there somewhere, you know. But it is an amazing. What a drive. Yeah, I'd always wanted to go down there and cruise through the Key West one time. Because I bet it'd be about the same drive, you know, as far as this type of stuff. But it was almost 24 miles long from one end to the other. But it is amazing. You know, sorry about the noise and all that shit. I'm trying my best to get it muffled down best I can.
Still can't see land over there. Do we get out here and not be able to see land anywhere?
We've got to have fun when we get home and find out how much money we spent to kill us anyhow. This will be our last fling right here. They'll never let us leave and check this.
Be grounded. Grounded.
We're both off the check now.
And what would they think when we start talking to them about excavator sailboats? Man, this is way up there. Wait a minute, I'm starting to see land up in front of us now. This must be the middle of the road. This is probably midways across the lake, Joni. No, kid. Side now, seeing buildings and stuff in New Orleans. Now you can't see the shore behind us. How many miles have we went so far, you think? 20-some odd miles across this thing. That's an exit to get down to surface that stuff. Oh, they ain't got that one. just go at the end of that. Then you put a bitch at the end of the sign. Stay in lane, bitch. Can't see land on either side of us though. Oh man.
Now this was the prettiest shot crossing it, I think. Oh, I pulled out the camera and took a few pictures through there. I might put them on one of these videos here soon or something. But we're getting to where we're getting close to the New Orleans spot there. Now wait, I never got nothing in New Orleans. Are we in New Orleans now? Oh yeah, we're getting ready to climb the official New Orleans skyscraper bridge. I don't know what the hell they call it. But I'd call it the skyscraper bridge if I built that son of a bitch. God dang, that's the tallest thing I've ever been. It is way up there. It's hard for the camera, the video to do it justice. I mean, we are way the frig up there now. We're getting the nosebleeds. You can look down at that bridge as tall you've seen that bus on right now, and you see the levee down there, and we're still climbing. It got down to where it is. If you was climbing that thing loaded with logs or something, you're talking about a pull down. You'd be down low now. That's a climb now, climbing up on it. And then it's hard to imagine how high you are up off the ground for the video.
Shortly after we get down here, look at that railroad deep.
Then we got right to the other side of it, and here's a huge ass railroad. I guess you call it a depot. I guess a railroad depot. You see one of the engines down there getting ready to move a bunch of shit. But I guess this is the stuff go to and from the ocean, you know, so it's only right to have a big old loaded up rail yard.
Check out that bus. Oh, cool. Like a bus with a pup trailer. It's a pup bus. Some no-tell motels for some New Orleans fun, John Donnie.
Now we're heading out on I-90. All this is, I believe this is all Mississippi Delta deposits. All this land we're driving on come from up north somewhere and then deposited.
Oh yeah, boy. Jolly Fat Sweet Honkin' Bridge.
But this here is traveling on I-90, and there are some cool bridges to cross. Now one of them I didn't get on here, but I should have. No, I think it's on here. It's just hard to tell because we was already on it. But what we're looking at in there is the Gulf. No, that is Lake Ponchartrain in there. And then over to the right is coming in from the Gulf. And this is a narrow little strip of land we're driving out on that kind of separates the Gulf from New Orleans. If you look at it on a map, you see all this stuff I'm talking about.
That's why they get us to the major 2 runways. I'd say an in and an out. That place there, isn't that cool?
Now as we go through this next stretch of it, which I didn't get much of it on the video, but I took a shitload of pictures. There is houses on stilts everywhere. These sunbucks, we got to one spot, I think you could stand on one bank and throw a baseball across the road to the other bank from the Gulf to the Lake Ponchartrain or whatever. I mean, it gets down to where it's real thin and narrow at some point.
I can see that.
All right, now we just rolled over into the bottom of Mississippi, home state of Cotton Top 3. We're looking at some pine plantation here, come on. We don't know the difference between longleaf and loblolly. Now we think we're looking at longleaf, but I don't know if anybody can come on here and straighten us out.
We don't know loblolly, so we can't.
But no, I thought I'd mention old Cotton Top 3 on here. Everybody go check him out if y'all's into logging videos. He's a buddy of mine, I like him. He's a pretty good fella. And I figured, hell with it, while I'm giving out shout outs, I ought to do one from my buddy he's got a Facebook. There's a one in roundy bound train bridge, choo-choo train bridge. I hope they don't come flying through there right now. It ain't lined up. But everybody go on there, Facebook, and check out Hoover Club. If you look it up on Facebook, I got a buddy on there that he's a DOT bearer, and he's helping all of us bridge the gap between civilians and authority.
Now what keeps it from picking them up?
It's not enough to pick them up. That would be the way to serve. That's your propeller. Or you know, your
It's your boat.
It's your go.
It's your mojo.
It's your mojo and a go-go. So we're here on the beach. There's sand on the road. Bastards. You clean your place up, look like shit. This old girl, she's liking kite. Where'd her kite go? Oh, there's way up there.
Take a picture.
He's windsurfing.
And I wish I caught it on camera, but this dude, he'd get to where he'd get all the situation get right, and he'd yank on that daggone thing, and he'd go up in the air. I swear one time he was 15, 20 foot in the air, flying through the air with that sumbut. Come soaring down, you know, and landed it. One guy tried it and splatted and busted his ass out there in the water. But I missed it all. I didn't have the camera pulled out when he done all that stuff.
Lots of big blue shanks.
Yep. And I'd say a lot of it's boat people. Off to Francis Marie.
Shoot that alligator, please.
Hell, I got an alligator-proof lens on this camera.
Don't drop this thing up off the road. They'll probably never find us.